Hi boys and girls, welcome to SmartFoxTV. If you enjoyed today's video, please click and subscribe.
The NBA playoffs, where legends are created. With the play-in tournament starting today, I wanted to create my predictions of the outcome of the NBA playoffs. So without further ado, let's get to it. I'm going to briefly go over the play-in tournament. In the West, I predict the Clippers beat the Timberwolves and they'll play the Grizzlies in the first round. The Timberwolves will beat the winner of the Spurs and Pelicans and they'll play the Suns. In the East, I predict the Nets to beat the Cavs to play the Celtics, and I predict the Hawks to enter the playoffs to play the Heat. Now let's get on to the playoffs. Let's go over the West. The first matchup is the Suns versus the Timberwolves. The Suns have been playing out of their minds recently, and I believe it'll be too much for the Timberwolves. The Suns will win in 4. And next, we have the Mavericks versus the Jazz. Both are great teams. I see this one going to 7 games. I'll give the edge to the Mavericks because I can't trust the Jazz in the playoffs. The Warriors and Nuggets will be a close matchup as well, depending on when Steph Curry comes back in his injury. The Warriors will win in 7 games with Steph Curry coming back late in the series. The last first round matchup in the West, we have the Clippers versus the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are playing fantastic this season. I do not doubt they'll win the series in 5 games. In the second round, we have the Suns versus the Mavericks. As great Luka is, it's not enough to beat the Suns. The Suns will win this series in 5 games. Next is the Warriors versus the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies gave the Warriors much trouble during the season, even before they were playing like this. But it's the Warriors we're talking about, so they will make it close. I have the Warriors winning in 7 games. The last series we have in the West is the Suns versus the Warriors. It could honestly go either way, but the Suns will be much better rested playing fewer games, and the Suns really want it this year, more than anybody. I picked the Suns to win in 6 games. Now on to the East. First we have the Heat versus the Hawks. With the Hawks just barely making it to the playoffs, the Heat will win this in 4 games. Next we have the 76ers versus the Raptors. The Sixers will have a little bit more of a challenging time playing without a key defender due to vaccine issues, but they'll still manage to win 6 games. After that is the Bucks versus the Bulls. As great the Bulls have been this year, the Bucks will be too much for them, and missing Lonzo Ball doesn't help. I picked the Bucks to win in 5 games. The last first round matchup is the Celtics versus the Nets. Celtics have been playing like one of the best teams in the league despite being 11th seed in December. The Nets have Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, but it won't be enough. Celtics will win in 6 games. Second round, we have the Heat versus the 76ers. Both are legitimate contenders. I see this game going to 7 games. I have the 76ers coming out on top, but it can go either way. Then we have the Bucks versus the Celtics. Another great matchup, but the Bucks do have the best player in the NBA, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Bucks will win in 6 games. In the Eastern Conference Finals, having the Bucks playing the 76ers. Both are great teams, but who would you bet to win a game? Giannis or Joel Embiid? My bet is Giannis and the Bucks winning in 6 games. I predict that we have a finals rematch with the Suns versus the Bucks. The Suns are a different team than last year, improving on size to hang with Giannis. The Suns are playing with a chip on their shoulder, and now this year they believe nobody can beat them. But the Bucks are no pushovers by any means. They won't make it easy. I have the Suns winning the finals in a close 7 games. That is all for my playoff predictions. If you are an NBA fan, what is your finals prediction? Thank you for watching SmartFoxTV. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe.
Welcome back to Quote of the Week. No person is your friend who demands your silence or denies your right to grow. Alice Walker.
Hey everyone,
everyone, this is Kim and thanks for joining me for the current news.
The Oops, I Did It Again singer Brittney Spears announces to social media that she is pregnant. And this is definitely a win for Brittney as she ended her a little bit over a decade-long conservatorship, which one of the conditions were that she was not allowed to. So congrats, Brittney Spears. At an up center in Lancaster, California, a fire broke out. No one knows how it really started except for a propane tank being in one of the trucks and it happened to explode is the initial thought. Investigators are still searching for the reason for the fire. Luckily, no one was injured, but over a dozen UPS trucks have been destroyed. This is Kim, and thanks for joining me for the current news.
Welcome back to Poem of the Week. See it through. When you're up against a trouble, meet it squarely face to face. Lift your chin and set your shoulders, plant your feet and take a brace. When it's vain to try to dodge it, do the best that you can do. You may fail, but you may conquer. See it through. Black may be the clouds about you, and your future may seem grim. But don't let your nerve desert you. Keep yourself in fighting trim. If the worst is bound to happen, spite of all that you can do, running from it will not save you. See it through. Even hope may seem but futile when with troubles you're beset. But remember, you are facing just what other men have met. You may fail, but fall still fighting. Don't give up, whatever you do. Eyes front, head high to the finish. See it through. By Edgar Albert Guest.
This is Kim.
This is Tracy.
Hi, this is Sally.
This is Shane.
And thanks for watching
SmartFoxTV.
Stay foxy.